Hey there, everybody. This is Sarah here, checking in to give an overview of how to add links into your documents or emails. This process is going to be pretty much the same through any of the Google products that we're using. I found this to be really helpful as I send home parent communication where parents and students can just click on an item of text and they're able to connect directly to a file or a website. What I'm looking at in front of me right now is what my school has chosen to use to send out parent communication. So I'm sending this file out weekly so that students and parents know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday what they should be doing. So right here, I'm going to click into my math box. I know, for example, that my students, I want them to complete a dice roll math activity. So I'm going to type that text in here. And I have a specific file in mind that I want to connect to this document. So I'm going to click over into my Google Drive. I have this tab open already and I've got this file right here. So what I'm going to do is right click on this file and click the Get Shareable Link option. This is going to give us that link that we can actually add into our document, but we have link sharing off right now. So I'm going to click Sharing Settings. And I've got a few different options right here that let us know what our different sharing settings are. If I want anyone in the world to be able to edit my document, this is what I could choose. I could let them comment or I could let them view. If you're using a school account, if I'm accessing Google through my school account, I normally have a few extra options here that limit access to people only in your school network. But I know that I'm sending this document out to parents and students who may not be accessing this through their school emails. So I'm going to select anyone with the link can view. When I have that selected, I can click copy link and I know that that link is ready to go. It's already generated for me. So I'm going to click done and go back to my week at a glance document. Here, I'm going to highlight whatever text I want to be linked to that document. So I really like the whole thing being linked. So I'm going to highlight it. And then I'm going to go up here to the chain link icon. If you hover over it, it'll say insert link, so you know you're at the right place. I'll click on that and it'll open up an option to paste a link. So I'll search or I will right click and click paste. You can search for a link if you want to, but I already know exactly what file I'm going to be connecting. And I'll click apply. The text will turn blue, so I know I'm done with that process, and then I can go down to the next line. I also want to give my students access to a virtual dice roller so that if they don't have dice at home, they can still complete this activity. So I will type in that text, virtual dice roller. And then I have already started a Google search. I'm going to just click on a link that I have looked at that I want to link to my document. This is a virtual dice roller that I'd like to use. You can click on the die. It'll give you a number, really awesome resource. So I'm going to click on that and copy the link and go right back to my week at a glance. And then I'll highlight that text and do the same thing. Now with this one, we don't have link sharing settings, which is really awesome. So here's an example of how to add a file and how to add a website. If you click into either of these, it'll give you a little preview of what you linked. So if I click back up here, I know that I've added this document. I know that I've added those sharing settings, and so I can type any instructions that I have for my students. So I could say write math facts on a piece of paper and send to your teacher. And so there are my instructions, there are my links, and so now my students know for Monday, this is what they're going to need to complete. They're able to click right out of this week at a glance instead of having to look through a lot of different files. So everything is just kind of streamlined into that one document. This is about all I have for adding links to a document. If you have any other questions, I'd love to get in touch with you, but that is all I have, so I will see you in the next one.